Six of Wands is very simply victory, accomplishments, achieving your goals, and doing what you've set out to do. Six in numerology is all about balance. So this card really says by accomplishing your goals or some of the goals that you have for yourself, you can achieve balance in your life, because obviously nothing helps you achieve more balance and actually making progress towards your goals and your accomplishments. And sometimes achieving some of your goals will help that, and specifically whether it's maybe getting a job you specifically want to have, or starting a career, or go to a specific university, or even entering that kind of relationship you've been hoping to have. All those things can bring more balance into your life because you've accomplished something on your to-do list or what you think you should be doing list. And that's why there's a blue in the background, tells you it's going to resonate with you emotionally as you accomplish these things. Some of the symbolism in here is the laurel wreath is traditionally a symbol of success and victory and accomplishment. And you can see here some of the imagery is obviously, people riding on horses, celebrating their victory and their accomplishments, which signify it as well. So I have in the link in my bio, I've got some background on how I read tarot cards, and even a tarot reading course for those just beginning on their tarot journey. And so one of the things I like to teach about is some of the other aspects of the tarot cards besides just their meaning and their positions in the tarot deck. In this case specifically, the numerology of the card is always very important. The color of the background, some of the symbols are very important as well. And the fact that this is still a wands card, which means it is something with your fire sign energy. So obviously if you are, interacting with the world in any way, connecting with people externally, you want to be seen as successful or get the kind of accomplishments that you want. This is a lot of 10th house energy in astrology, where it's, you want to be recognized for your work and for what you do publicly by others. So it's not just for yourself, but also, being recognized by others. That's why a lot of times in career readings, this could be coming up as far as working for promotions or getting promotions, anything on that where you're actually getting publicly recognized by other people for the work and the accomplishments that you have contributed towards. One of the things I really love about this card, specifically in the Light Seers Tarot deck, is you have some of the same kind of imagery. You still have the laurel wreath, and you still have, the wand and stuff like that with the flame here. But to me, this really brings in some aspects of, I think, of the astrology part of it that I really love, which is, I always refer to as sun sign energy in astrology as, almost being like a spotlight on the stage. It's how you want to be seen, where you want to be seen, how you want to show up to people publicly. So if you think about, obviously a stadium or a stage, a bunch of strangers that you don't know are coming to see you perform, and the question becomes is what mask do you want to wear? How do you want to perform for them? How do you want to show up for them? How do you want them to see you? And these are things that you want to control. That's why the sun sign Leo energy is also commonly associated with things like pride and stuff like that. So what the imagery of this shows is a woman standing on stage in the spotlight, receiving the recognition from the crowd for how she wants to be seen. And the other imagery here of the wands and the laurel wreath and everything is present as well, because she's getting the recognition, feedback from the audience, and it's obviously going to bring more emotional balance to receive, a standing ovation, wherever the case may be, for the work that you are doing. So this card is very commonly seen, especially in workplace readings, if there's promotions or advancements or raises or things like that going on, but also in your personal goals. If you're accomplishing anything on your way, whether it's even just moving out and affording your own place or buying your own first home, it's a milestone marker on your journey. You're not all the way to where you want to be at the end of the tarot kind of numbers and the 9 cycle of numerology, but it is something to really recognize that you have made significant accomplishments. And so when I also have an astrology course as well in the bio, which will tell you about some of the different aspects of this, because astrology and numerology are blended together. But one of the main aspects of this card is really celebrating and recognizing the accomplishments for what you have done, and how that can bring you more, a balance and achievement. There are many cards in the tarot, and especially when you get to the major arcana cards, that kind of talk about not being a passenger in your life, but actually identifying what it is you want out of life and actually getting in the driver's seat rather than being a passenger, and actually going for and seeking out and, really setting your intentions to the universe. And there's nothing better than when you actually do those things. You take the risk, you put yourself out there, you set your intentions, you speak them out to the universe. You really put yourself out there and get almost on a limb, and feel like your success or failure can kind of be on your own terms. But obviously there's nothing greater than when you do that and you actually succeed and accomplish some of your goals.